Laverne and Shirley was once a symbol of friendship, optimism, and hilariously awkward everyday adventures. But not everyone in the cast had a happy ending. Some passed away at their peak, while others faded into obscurity. Cindy Williams as Shirley Feeney. Cynthia Jane Williams was born on August 22, 1947, in Van Nuys, Los Angeles. When she took on the role of Shirley Feeney in Laverne and Shirley in 1976, Cindy was 28 years old. Her character, a sweet, charming girl, always brought laughter with her unintentionally silly antics, quickly won over American audiences and became a television icon for nearly a decade. Cindy Williams passed away on January 25, 2023, in Los Angeles, at the age of 75. She stated that she died after a short illness, an ending that surprised fans, as she had still been making public appearances not long before. Her ashes were laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills. With a television career that spanned more than 40 years, her net worth at the time of her death was estimated to be around $10 million, mostly from television royalties, stage work, and brand endorsements. Cindy was once married to singer Bill Hudson, who had previously been married to Goldie Hawn in 1982. They had 2 children together, but their 18-year marriage ended in a tense divorce in 2000. The most turbulent relationship in Cindy's career was with Penny Marshall, her longtime co-star on Laverne and Shirley. Tensions between them escalated after Cindy became pregnant, and when producers refused to adjust the filming schedule, she had to leave the final season, sparking a $20 million lawsuit that rocked the television industry at the time. Though they later reconciled and reunited on several programs, that fracture remained an unforgettable mark in Cindy's career. Rising above it all, she continued to pour her heart into the stage, her love for animals, and her devoted fans. Penny Marshall as Laverne DeFazio. Carroll Penny Marshall was born on October 15, 1943, in Manhattan, New York. When she took on the role of Laverne DeFazio in Laverne and Shirley in 1976, Penny was 32 years old, mature enough to bring a humorous yet emotional personality to the character. With her signature L-embroidered shirt and assertive speaking style, she became an icon of the working-class woman. Penny Marshall passed away on December 17, 2018 in Los Angeles at the age of 75. The cause of death was confirmed to be heart failure due to complications from type 1 diabetes, a condition she had lived with for many years. Her ashes were laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, beneath a gravestone engraved with the letter L, the symbol forever tied to her role as Laverne. Her net worth was estimated at around $50 million, a well-earned result of a career spanning more than 4 decades in an industry that was never easy for women. Penny's personal life was as colorful as the films she directed. She married director Rob Reiner in 1971, who later adopted her daughter, actress Tracy Reiner. However, the marriage lasted only a decade and ended in divorce. She later dated singer Art Garfunkel, who said that Penny helped him get through a period of depression. Penny also openly discussed her use of stimulants in the 1970s, a habit of the era that she later gave up. Her directing career left its mark with classic works like Awakenings, 1990, and A League of Their Own, 1992, where the line, "There's no crying in baseball," became immortal. From a Bronx girl teaching tap dance, Penny Marshall rose to the top of Hollywood without ever losing her authenticity, blunt honesty, and instinctive sense of humor, the very things that made her truly irreplaceable. Betty Garrett as Edna Babish. Betty Garrett, full name Betty Garrett, was born on May 23, 1919, in St. Joseph, Missouri, USA. When she joined the hit comedy series Laverne and Shirley in 1976, she was 57 years old. Betty brought her Edna Babish, the cheerful, sharp-witted, and slightly eccentric landlady who delighted audiences with her playful exchanges alongside Laverne and Shirley. Betty Garrett passed away on February 12, 2011, at the age of 91. The cause of death was heart disease, and she took her last breath at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles. Her body was cremated, and her ashes were placed at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, the final resting place of many Hollywood legends. Her estimated net worth at the time of her passing was around $4 million, largely earned from a decades-long career. Betty Garrett's marriage was a classic artist love story. She married actor Larry Parks in 1944, who later became famous for the Jolson story, and they remained together until his death in 1975. The couple had 2 sons. However, Betty's career suffered a major blow when Larry was blacklisted during the McCarthy-era anti-communist crusade, leading to years of ostracism for the entire family. Even so, Betty remained well known for her charming role as a lady cop in On the Town, 1949, alongside Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly. Despite political suppression, she never left the stage, and it was her role as Edna Babish that brought her back into the spotlight in a triumphant way. Betty Garrett was a testament to enduring talent, a woman brave enough to overcome the darkest era in Hollywood and leave behind a smile etched forever in the hearts of her audience. David L. Lander, as Andrew Squiggy Squigman. David Leonard Lander was born on June 22, 1947, in Brooklyn, New York. When he took on the role of Andrew Squiggy Squigman in Laverne and Shirley in 1976, David was 28 years old. With his slicked-back hair, peculiar voice, and hilariously awkward one-liners, Squiggy became a television icon of the 1970s, delivering quirky and charming laughter to millions of viewers. David L. Lander passed away on December 4, 2020, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center at the age of 73. The cause of death was complications from multiple sclerosis, a disease he battled for nearly 40 years. He was diagnosed in 1984, just 1 year after Laverne and Shirley ended. Lander kept the illness secret for 15 years in order not to interrupt his acting and voiceover career. It wasn't until 1999 that he went public with his condition and became a goodwill ambassador for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Although his career slowed due to health issues, his net worth at the time of his death was estimated to be around $8 million. In his personal life, David was first married to Thea Marcus, 1969 to 1976, before marrying actress and photographer Kathy Fields in 1979, who remained by his side for the rest of his life. Their daughter, Natalie Lander, followed in her father's footsteps into acting. But behind the stage lights, David lived with pain, the toll of illness, and at times isolation from the entertainment industry due to his health. However, he never lost his sense of humor. True to the title of his memoir, Fall Down Laughing. While Squiggy will always be remembered as a comedic figure in the hearts of fans, David Lander stands as a symbol of courage, an artist who battled adversity with a smile that never faded. Eddie Mekka as Carmine Ragusa. Eddie Mekka, full name Edward Rudolph McKean, was born on June 14, 1952, in Worcester, Massachusetts. In 1976, when he was just 23 years old, he was cast as Carmine the Big Ragu Ragusa in the hit comedy series Laverne and Shirley. On the show, Carmine was a dreamy singer and dancer who had a long-running romantic relationship with Shirley. With his powerful voice, explosive dance moves, and vibrant personality, Eddie Mekka not only became an indispensable part of the series, but also a symbol of relentless optimism in the everyday life of the 1970s. Eddie Mekka passed away on November 27, 2021, at his home in Newhall, California, at the age of 69. Before his death, he had experienced multiple health issues, including blood clots and mobility difficulties, which made daily life burdensome. Although the official cause of death was not widely disclosed, his family shared that he passed away peacefully. His ashes were kept by his family. His net worth at the time of his death was estimated at approximately $2 million, largely accumulated through decades of acting, Broadway performances, and musical shows. In his personal life, Eddie Mekka was married to actress Dee Lively from 1983 to 1992 and later remarried Yvonne Marie Grace in 1994. The couple had a daughter named Mia, whom he often referred to as the light at the end of the tunnel. Beyond the stage lights, Eddie's life was not without its shadows. He once shared the pressure of trying to break free from the shadow of Carmine, a role that both catapulted him to fame and limited his career path. In 1992, he appeared in A League of Their Own alongside Madonna, followed by small roles in Dreamgirls and numerous local stage productions, including Grease, Fiddler on the Roof, and the popular comedy My Mother's Italian, My Father's Jewish, and I'm in Therapy. In his later years, he faced financial hardship and declining health, but he continued to sing, perform, and hold on to his passion for the arts until the very end. Carrie Fisher as Playboy Bunny. Carrie Frances Fisher was born on October 21, 1956 in Burbank, California, the daughter of Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher. When she appeared in Laverne Shirley Season 8 in 1982, she was just 25 years old. Playing the role of a Playboy bunny, Carrie had only a brief appearance but left a surprising impression. A confident and sharp image, completely different from the proud Princess Leia she had once portrayed, once again showcasing the depth and versatility of her acting style. Carrie Fisher passed away on December 27, 2016, at the age of 60 due to cardiac arrest on a flight from London to Los Angeles. Her death shocked the world, as she had still been promoting her memoir, The Princess Diarist, and was involved in the Star Wars, The Last Jedi project, which was released with her full role filmed in advance. Her body was cremated, and her ashes were placed near her mother at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills. Her net worth at the time of death was approximately $25 million, accumulated from her role as Leia, her writing, film work, and creative endeavors over more than 40 years. Carrie's life was a journey full of experiences. A short-lived marriage to Paul Simon from 1983 to 1984, a daughter named Billie Lourd born in 1992, and several high-profile relationships such as with Dan Aykroyd and her deep romance with Harrison Ford. She was open about her struggles with bipolar disorder and addiction, even using drugs to self-medicate. And these experiences became the core of her works. Postcards from the Edge, 1987, and Wishful Drinking, 2008. She departed this world with respect and affection, becoming an icon not just for a character, but for a life story, colorful, powerful, and honest. Pat Carroll as Lily Feeney. Patricia Ann Carroll was born on May 5, 1927, in Shreveport, Louisiana, and was a renowned actress and comedian in Hollywood. She joined Laverne Shirley in 1976 at the age of 50, playing Lily Feeney. Snowski, one half of the legendary comedy duo Lenny and Squiggy. With messy hair, a goofy personality, and his famous catchphrase, "Hello," Lenny quickly became a pop culture icon, and McKean was as beloved as the show's two female leads. As of 2025, Michael McKean is 77 years old and still active in the entertainment industry. After Laverne Shirley, he made his mark with the mockumentary This Is Spinal Tap, 1984, followed by notable roles in Better Call Saul, Saturday Night Live, and many Broadway productions. Though never a box office megastar, McKean built an impressive artistic legacy, and his net worth is currently estimated at around $12 million. A respectable sum for a comedic character actor. In his personal life, Michael McKean experienced a failed first marriage before marrying actress Annette O'Toole in 1999. The couple has no children together, but share a close bond through music and stage work. In 2012, McKean was in a serious car accident in New York, suffering a broken leg and having to pause his acting work. However, he made a strong comeback with his portrayal of Chuck McGill, the brilliant but mentally unstable older brother of Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul, a performance widely regarded as the peak of his career. From the goofy Lenny of the 70s to the complex, tormented Chuck, McKean is living proof that true talent never goes out of style. Rose McTom as Aunt Rose. Rose McTom was born on July 18, 1897 in Brooklyn, New York, and she was living proof of the saying, "It's never too late to chase your dreams." At the age of 80, when most people had retired, she appeared charmingly on Laverne and Shirley as Aunt long but affectionate mother. The few episodes, Pat Carroll brought memorable depth to the supporting role with her signature comedic charm and confident acting. She passed away on July 30th, 2022, at the age of 95, at her home in Cape Cod due to pneumonia. Widely recognized for voicing Ursula in The Little Mermaid, 1989, she won an Emmy, a Grammy, and was nominated for a Tony Award. Her net worth at the time of her passing was estimated to be around $5 million, primarily from her decades-long work in acting and voiceover that spanned more than 70 years. In her personal life, Pat Carroll married Lee Carcian in 1955 and had 3 children, including actress Tara Carcian. They divorced in 1976 after over 2 decades together. While she avoided major scandals, Pat was involved in a lawsuit against Hanna-Barbera after being replaced in the role of Jane Jetson despite having signed a contract. She later confirmed she lost the case. Nevertheless, she remained undeterred, continuing to appear in The Danny Thomas Show, ER, The Love Boat, and many hit comedies of the 1960s and 1970s. Defying age norms, she once played Sir John Falstaff in The Merry Wives of Windsor, a classic male role, which critics called brave and brilliant. In an industry long unkind to older women, Pat Carroll left behind an indelible legacy. McKean as Lenny Kosnowski. Michael John McKean was born on October 17, 1947, in New York City. When he joined Laverne and Shirley in 1976, he was just 28 years old, the perfect age for a breakout career. In the show, McKean played Ed Marinaro as Sonny St. Jacques and Antonio DeFazio. Edward Francis Marinaro was born on March 31, 1950, in New York, USA. When he joined Laverne and Shirley in 1980, he had just turned 30 years old. In the show's 6th season, Ed played Sonny St. Jacques, a charming ski instructor who lived in the same apartment complex as the 2 leading ladies, and later portrayed Antonio DeFazio, Shirley's new love interest. With his rugged looks and charming smile, Marinaro brought fresh energy to the California setting of the series, especially as the Lenny and Squiggy duo began to fade from focus. As of 2025, Ed Marinaro is 75 years old and still presents himself as a composed gentleman. After leaving the NFL with 13 touchdowns and 2 Super Bowl appearances with the Minnesota Vikings, he transitioned fully into acting, cementing his place with the role of Officer Joe Coffey on Hill Street Blues, 1981 to 1986. With over 100 TV episodes and several supporting film roles under his belt, he occasionally appears at sports events, in documentaries, and more recently as a guest on Turner Classic Movies. His net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $3 million, primarily from his long-standing dual careers in sports and television. Ed Marinaro's personal life is low-key but peaceful. He is married to fitness trainer Tracy York and has 1 son. He lives a healthy lifestyle, remains committed to his family, and maintains his athletic physique. Outside of Hill Street Blues, he also made an impression as Coach Marty Daniels in the comedy series Blue Mountain State, 2010 to 2011, showing that his humor and athletic appeal never left him. Ed Marinaro is living proof that a man who once ruled the football field can quietly win the hearts of television audiences. Leslie Easterbrook as Rhonda Lee. Leslie Easterbrook was born on July 29, 1949, in Los Angeles, California. When she joined the cast of Laverne and Shirley in its 6th season in 1980, she was 31 years old and took on the role of Rhonda Lee, the glamorous neighbor with big dreams of Hollywood stardom. Rhonda brought a refreshing presence to the show following its move from Milwaukee to Burbank. With her striking figure and powerful voice, Leslie portrayed Rhonda as both hilarious and delightfully haughty, delivering plenty of laughs to the audience. As of 2025, Leslie Easterbrook is 76 years old and continues to participate in small projects in both film and community work. Beyond her role as Rhonda, she is best known for her part in the Police Academy series, where she played Lieutenant Debbie Callahan, a tough and seductive icon. Leslie also appeared in The Devil's Rejects, Halloween, directed by Rob Zombie, and lent her voice to Batman, the animated series. A firearms enthusiast, she released a sports shooting instructional video and has been an active member of the National Rifle Association. Though never a box office star, her net worth is estimated at about $3 million, primarily from her work in film, stage, and community involvement. In her personal life, Leslie was married to screenwriter Dan Wilcox until his passing in 2024, a major loss in her life. They had no children, but she always treated her co-stars like family, especially maintaining close bonds with Scott Thompson and Marion Ramsey from Police Academy. With no scandals or controversies to her name, Leslie Easterbrook stands as a testament to a resilient and fearless career. From the vain Rhonda to the commanding Callahan, she has always had a way of captivating audiences. They continue to live on in the hearts of fans, through every laugh, every line, and every classic moment from Laverne Shirley. Who do you remember most among them? And which story moved you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss the next emotional behind-the-scenes stories.